Well, developing right now, in just hours, President Obama will sign an executive order on immigration reform. The president, of course, outlined his plan last night in a national address. The orders will protect millions of illegal immigrants from being deported. The president is now bypassing Congress to reform what he calls a broken system. And joining us now is Immigration and Criminal Defense Attorney John Gihon, who has served as a senior attorney with the Department of Homeland Security and, of course, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, known as ICE. John, good to see you this morning. We appreciate you joining us. The question so many have out there, can we trust the president at this point with all these numbers that came out to secure the border?
Good morning, Ryan. Thank you for having me. The problem is that the president's speech last night and his proposed executive action is unfortunately quite disingenuous. What the president has told us is we've put more resources into the southwest border than any previous president ever has. And while border protection and Customs and Border Patrol down at the border has more than doubled in the last 10 years, most of that took place under President Bush, not under President Obama. And so for him to tell us, hey, listen, you can trust me. I can secure the border. Let me take care of the stuff going on inside the United States and help out these 5 million deserving people is completely disingenuous.
John, and so much has been talked about from both sides, certainly Republicans, on how the action was taken. How is it different from what other presidents have done in the past on this?
Ryan, it's very different. President Reagan and President Bush 41 both did executive actions to help people on the immigration front, but they did that in conjunction with congressional action. Congress, in a bipartisan fashion, passed a bill to change the law to help people who had no status in the United States. And then each of the presidents took executive action to fill in the gaps and as a supplement to congressional action. That's how this president, President Obama, should be helping individuals here in the United States, by working with Congress and not taking unilateral executive action, which is simply a stopgap and a Band-Aid over an extremely complicated and divisive problem.
Yeah, John, so much more to come on this. Really appreciate your insight on this morning. Much more out of Washington on this. John, thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.